How's it going, guys? Welcome back to a new video. So yes, we are getting a new car. What's happening with the Astra? What car is it? Why is the shed still standing when it's the 9th of November and I've been living in my place for a week? Well, all of those questions will be answered in today's video, so stick around. The easiest one for me to answer is, where am I living? So this is the shed, and obviously everybody knows it's in my garden, or at least it's in the garden that I was renting with the place that I was renting. So we have been extremely fortunate. This is my new garden. Let me explain. So due to some very fortunate circumstances for us, this is the new garden. So this is the space that we have. And yes, this garage is part of our sort of garden. Now, the shed itself has got to come down, which means I need to store all of this wood somewhere. Now, all of that is going to have to go in this garage. This garage will actually fit my car in. I did have it in there the other day just to see if it fit, but I need to store all of this wood ready for when I do a shed next door or some form of build in there. And obviously, because I've spent so much money on materials and stuff, there are going to be some that I'm going to lose, probably the cladding and stuff, but things like the boards all inside that we did, the roof and everything like that, I want to keep as much of it as possible, which means I'm going to need somewhere to store it. Now, I can't store it in the garden because it's going to get wet. Like I said, it's November. We're about to go through winter, and I don't want none of this stuff to get wet and damaged. So in here is where it's going to have to be stored. So that will bring me onto the actual shed itself. I'm going to have to start getting all of this out. Like I said, a lot of it's going to be stored in the garage, which thankfully is lockable. So, you know, nothing can go missing. But all my junk, a lot of this is from out the outhouse that we had. But all of this is going to have to be moved next door. I'm not going to lie, guys. Since that last clip, I've been walking around looking everything in here, trying to figure out, where do I start. I know what I need to do, but actually going ahead and doing what I need to do is so daunting. This place took me 2 years to put together because of time and things like that, and now it's all got to come down, and it's a little bit gutting, to be honest. So yeah, this is going to be a difficult one for me to do, but we'll crack on with the video, and I'll update you guys when I've got all of this out, and hopefully then we'll be ready to go and pick the new car up. And just like that, everything is gone. All my stuff is out of here, apart from obviously the obvious, the flooring, the lighting and everywhere else, but I've got to do this in stages. So the next thing to come up will be the floor. I'll take my 2 lights off from down there. I'll take these lights off, and then I can start taking the walls down, and then it'll be the electrics out, and blah, 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 blah. But it's got to happen. So we have to live with it, don't we? This will all come down. I'll put it in the garage, store it in the garage, and then whenever I get a chance, we'll build something over there, which will take us onwards and upwards. Speaking of onwards and upwards, let's show you the car. So I'm in the new garden here, and just behind you guys, behind the camera, is the new car. I did put a little poll on, well, a little question thing on Instagram on my story, and many of you guessed it straight away. I don't know if you could just tell by the fact that I'd said that it was a mid-engined 2-seater sports car, and from the shadow, I did try and blur it out, but I guess I didn't do a good enough job because everyone seemed to guess it. And if you didn't see that, then let me show you what we've picked up. So yes, you guys were all correct. It is an MR2. This is a 1990 Mark II, and it's actually been in my family for 23 years. This car used to belong to my dad, and he's had a few issues with it over the last couple of months, probably 6 months or so. Everyone that seems to be looking at this car can't seem to figure out what's wrong with it or what's going on. So he's actually given it to me. So that I am very thankful for. So between me and my son, I want to try and use it to teach him about cars, how they work, you know, how to troubleshoot things, and hopefully he can then get a bit more of a bug. He does already like cars, but I think this will really help. So yeah, that is the idea, that me and him are going to try and get this running, because right now it doesn't. So as you will have seen from that montage, the bonnet was slightly open, and that's because I had to open it to, that's where the battery is, so I had to open it to get to the battery, which sits just behind where the spare wheel is. Now, there is a whole bunch of things going on with this car, which I'm not going to go through in this video, because I'm going to sort of go through in the next video exactly what's wrong, what I've found, and then hopefully what I'm going to do to try and sort it. At the start of the video, I did say there was a few questions that were being posed. Obviously, where am I living? What's going on with that? What was the new car? What's going on with the Astra? So I've answered two of those. Third question that you probably would have been asking yourself was, what's going to happen with the Astra? Well, unfortunately, guys, it's staying. So many of you thought that I would be selling it, or that I would be sort of getting rid of this to fund the next one or anything like that. But at the moment, the car is staying. I've still got things that I want to do to this car. I've now got sorted the turbo. I now need to sort an inlet manifold, a high flow one, and then get it mapped, because I want to see what this car's capable of. And I'm pretty sure all you guys do too. So on that, I think we'll end the video. That answers all the questions that I thought you guys may have. So I hope I've answered those for you. If I haven't, and we've got any other questions, let me know either in the comments or on Instagram. And I'll thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully the videos will be coming together a bit more now, and a bit more frequent now that we've got our living situation sorted, and now that I've got this car to also help film some content, because I do think this is going to provide a little bit. Hopefully you guys will be interested, whether you're new subscribers or old ones. I really do hope that you can appreciate the work that we can do to this car, because I'm not just going to stop at fixing it. The idea is to take it a bit further, and well, stick around and you'll see exactly what we do. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time.